Happy New Year, everyone! Well, not quite yet, but close enough. It's just around the corner. I am very late on this video. I asked back in September, I think it was. I asked you ask me questions. And that you certainly did. 74 questions to be precise. And I've been sitting here. I've been kind of delaying. I'm going, oh fuck. What do I do? And then I decided, instead of doing a top 10, top 25, top 50, I'm just gonna say fuck it. If you guys ask me 74 questions, I'm gonna give you 74 answers. So, coming at you with 74 answers and leading us into a Happy New Year, hopefully better than 2020 and 2021. Away we go. Question 1.
What do you like to do outside of streaming?
So, I currently actually work from home. This is my home office, as well as where I stream from, make videos, all that kind of cool stuff. So, when I want to do stuff in my own time, if it's not playing some video games to sort of wind down, relax, and have a general fun time, I like to get away from this desk. I get away from it so goddamn fast. I go sit on the couch upstairs, I jump into bed, I pull out the phone, I watch some anime, I binge a fuckload of anime, and that's how I sort of relax if I'm not spending my time with more suggestions or something like that. It's just getting away from the computer, shutting off. That's what I do outside of streaming, guys.
What are your plans for the Froob community?
That is a doozy of a question. Like, woo! Oh, that is a doozy! Woo! So, I mean, I still find it like really, really weird and all that. Like, I don't. To be the center of anything for me is a bit uncomfortable. Like, just gonna straight out say it, uncomfy as fuck. But it's my hope we can take things in a new direction next year. Well, this year, next year. Whenever you're watching this, if it's 2022 this year, 2021 next, you get the point. Look at the release date of the video. You'll work it out. But I currently want to move things to more like YouTube style content. I want to move away from just making gaming stuff. So my hope for what we do with the community is more centered around just kind of creating like a hub where people can make friends, hang out, and do stuff like that. That's not revolving around myself or the gaming content we're currently playing. So I want to make a lot more stuff that's just sort of all over the place, centered around the fun that we can have together, and I don't know, just go on a bit of a content journey. Next question, come on!
What anime are you watching, if you are watching any at all?
I am but a cultured man. Well, okay. Answer to that is honestly... Some of these. Some of these. I've been vibing with these.
Who is, or are the best waifus? Woo.
Let me make one of the most heartfelt speeches in recent anime to make you feel better, cementing me as best girl.
Wow, I'm all better now.
Also, I love you.
Fuck you.
It's gotta be Rem. It's gotta be Rem. I think she came into my life at like the right time, the right moment, with the right show, with just the right scenes, just to really fucking hit me right in the little heart spot right there. God, that fucking sounds cringe. Holy shit. But I just don't think she can be toppled. Even if there's characters like Chizuru from did I even say her name right? Chizuru? Fuck. If I got that wrong, I'm sorry. From Rent a Girlfriend, there's several other anime I've watched recently that just has amazing characters, including husbandos as well, if you know what I'm saying. But she's just gonna hold that mantle. I don't think it's ever going to come to a time where it's toppled. Even if like 20 years, if I'm still a fucking weeaboo, I think she'll just hold a special place. Even if I love other characters just as much, if not more. And that reason, it'll always be Rem. It'll always be Rem.
What made you want to stream?
I wanted to stream for many years before you guys ever saw me appear on Twitch, YouTube, or even other people's Twitches or YouTubes or things like that. I've been around on Twitch for quite some time, but not streaming myself. Yeah, way beyond that. I have always been limited by hardware though. My parents, my family was never really into tech, and I just couldn't get my hands on a computer that would ever be able to handle that kind of thing. And the reason why I wanted to get into it in the first place was there was just so many fun moments, crazy ideas I had that I felt like they needed to go beyond me. They needed to go to out there, like it just deserved to be shared, and if other people thought it was funny, they thought it was funny. I mean, my sense of humor is my sense of humor, your sense of humor is your sense of humor, and I just thought that would be a thing. I enjoy it. I have a massive creative drive, and I just want that outlet, and now I finally have it. Things haven't been as, ideal as they would have been in like my head 5 years ago, but we will slowly work ourselves there. Hopefully we can create a fun little place for ourselves here, and I'm always looking for more people to play games with too. So if you want to play games, join the Discord. We can maybe hang out, maybe do some things together. And now for some speedy fox questions. Okay, go.
What does the fox say?
Skid up it up it up it up boo. That's what the fox says.
You come across a fox in the woods. What do you offer it?
My fucking soul!
Kasedie is bleeding out. Next to him lays an equally injured, cute little fox. You can only save one. Who do you save?
As much as everyone might think I'll pick the fox, Kasedie's been around a long time. He's been a loyal viewer. He's been around before I even started streaming. That's how long he's been a viewer. Not even joking, but I have watched that child grow into the beautiful little troll he is. So, I'd pick Kasedie. I'd save Kasedie over the fox. I'm sorry, the foxy.
How do you feel about toe beans?
Toe beans are cute as fuck. Unless we're talking about some kind of weird, like in between the toes, like bean growth, like Jack and the Beanstalk, like foot fetish mashup. No.
Why do you like foxes? Why not birds?
Believe it or not, foxes aren't even my favorite animal. I mean, I like foxes. Foxes have been a part of like the stream and everything like that. I like birds too, but yeah, they're not even my favorite animal. So it's not really one or the other. I'd probably go in the direction of birds because I've always wanted to be a helicopter pilot amongst other things. I've loved flight sim games, space games, all that stuff. But animals on the ground, they've just got more variety, more things going on. Oh, what's special about a bird? That one flies, that one flies, that one flies. Yay. Things on the ground, they got crazy shit going on. Have you seen a platypus?
A fox skulk? What? Fuck. Pause it if you want to read this. Will he play both Subnauticas or die painfully?
Nah. Pussy. Couldn't even finish me off. My god. My god. Scan it? What do you mean scan it? What, am I just gonna jump out while it's ripping me to shreds, am I? No! I tried, okay? And I fucking accept death. Give me death. All the painful death.
What is a game that you won't ever play again?
Good to see it hasn't fused with the ship, unlike our sea moth over there, which was sacrificed to the island. Ooh. Hello. Alright. Saving game.
When was your last haircut?
My last haircut was last November, like 2020, November 2020. That was when I shaved my hair off for extra life. This is all natural growth since then, so I am haircut free. I probably will need one at some point to avoid looking like I have a mullet, but hey, maybe there's some more hair color coming up in the future too. Pink was kind of cool. Maybe we'll do something again. We'll see.
Have you trimmed your beard yet?
So, I'm late as fuck. I've trimmed it a few times since then. It probably needs a little trim again. It's looking a little bushy. I can see it here on my screen. Let's trim it again soon. Maybe by the next video she'll be trimmed yet again.
Do you like being called Froob?
I mean, this might sound weird, but I actually prefer Froob over my real name. It's a name that I've sort of created an identity around and grown into. So I feel much more in my own skin with that. And it's far odder to me, far more weird, far something, being called my real name over Froob.
When does it end?
It ends when it stops.
How long is a piece of string?
I don't know about that long. That long? I mean, it goes around my neck, but like that long-ish. Well, hang on. This long. This long.
On the website thoughtco.com, they say, time is the progression of events from the past into the future. Time moves only in one direction. It's possible to move forward in time, but not backward.
Thank you.
You got it.
The universe is how big?
I would go on a limb and say pretty large. Pretty fucking large. Let's go big. Pretty big.
Did you know that a sperm whale has huge teeth?
Did you know a blue whale has a bigger
What is one song you cannot help but sing along to?
Okay, let's be honest. We all know a song that I can't help but sing along to, especially in horror games, is I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts, diddly-dee-dee, there they are, standing in a row. You know, it's my standard go-to. It keeps me out of trouble. It prevents the scaredy.
Does pizza belong on pineapple? You people are monsters.
Does pizza belong on pineapple?
So Froob, what's better, books or movies?
I would say Ray. Fuck yeah.
Who do you think is better, Borat or Austin Powers?
I think Borat is hands down better than any Mike Myers character, except Shrek. We leave Shrek alone. He is in his own god tier category. I dare not even touch Shrek. He touches me. It's how it be. But I think the intellect of Sacha Baron Cohen, how he creates his characters, everything he does, is just in a league above Mike Myers that he can't touch. You should check out some of the documentaries about it and videos. It's pretty fucking crazy.
Who is the best superhero in your eyes?
Alright, this is gonna sound cheesy as fuck, so I'm gonna get it right out of the way. Sorry in advance, but the best superhero is the one that you like. The reason is whoever you look up to, whoever you enjoy, whoever has that impression on you, that is who is important to you, not to me. So whether I like Flash and you like Wonder Woman, whether I like Hulk and you like Iron Man, I don't fucking know. It really doesn't matter. It could be family, it could be a friend, it could be, you know, a literal superhero. They had an impression on you, and that's what's important. For me personally, it's Iron Man. The reason is not because I'm a basic bitch, but because he has both intellect and the wealth to kind of make anything happen. Things I wish I could do. There's so many ideas buzzing in this head, but I don't have the time nor money to ever feasibly do even a smidgen of it.
What really makes you angry?
My voice dying. That gets me angry. I just rested for like 30 minutes and she's coming back a little bit. But I think it's time for me to go to bed for the night. This is the last question. Next question, you're gonna see me in maybe a different outfit. I don't fucking know. I don't know what the future holds. Sue me. But the answer to this question is people wasting my time. Social space in public, people standing in shopping malls with their arms out, putting trolleys across the fucking aisles like dum-dums, and then like just disingenuous behavior. Really fucking grinds my thing. But the worst one of all, the worst one, and it's such a small one, I can't help it. And then I just go full fucking Hulk mode. It's just like repetitive interruptions. Like if my phone starts going burp, 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 non-stop, if it gets to about 10 or 15, I will flip the fuck out. It is insane.
If you could do anything for a day, what would it be?
Fuck. Is there repercussions for what I do on that day? Because if I could get away with anything, like, you know, you could just go put some, like, giant testicles on top of the Eiffel Tower. Not on top, but, like, turn into the world's pointiest chode, you know, do things crazy like that. But if there is repercussions, I'd probably play it pretty safe. I would just, you know, go hang out with fucking, like, Elon Musk or something for the day. Just learn, make contacts.
What is your go-to karaoke song?
I've never been to karaoke. I've done things like SingStar and stuff when I was younger. Always terrible at it. I cannot sing for the life of me. So I'd probably avoid it, but it does sound like a lot of fun. I would love to go drinking with some friends, get some yum food, hire like a karaoke room. Definitely be down for that.
Would you, or will you do a cooking stream?
Honestly, I would love to do a cooking stream or video or something like that. It just comes down to two things. One, my kitchen is not equipped space-wise or anything to do that kind of thing. It'd be very awkward to do. Maximum jank, but I think you guys would be okay with that. The other thing is I don't have the equipment to be able to move this all up there and record it up there as well. So eventually one day when I can afford to get, you know, like a camera that I can take and do like an IRL stream or do videos elsewhere, have a little clip on lav mic, all that kind of stuff, definitely on the cards.
Do you love or hate roller coasters?
I hate roller coasters so much. The idea of not being in control, like once you are like locked into that bad boy and you kind of just going along, you can't get out. It scares the shit out of me. Yeah, no.
What 3 items would you take with you on a deserted island?
If I had to do this question legit and pick like stuff for actual survival, not be like, all right, I'm going to take my laptop, here's my satellite phone so I can call for help, you know, that kind of thing. If I was doing this legit, I would say an axe, a tarp, and a fire starting kit. And I'm talking about like the steel flint thing, not like one of those little matches and stuff. That would be my go-to, and I'd be fairly confident I could survive for at least a little while.
If you had a warning label, what would yours say?
Oh god. Okay, this would just be like a sticker that just says, "Blunt, will answer your questions truthfully. Do not ask me if your ass looks fat in that, because I have gotten in trouble for answering that truthfully before. Apparently, you lie."
What is your proudest accomplishment?
I don't know. I don't have like single accomplishments that I just go, God damn, I did that. I just kind of keep going. I don't know. I've never really thought about that too much. I just keep, if I do something good and I've accomplished it, I just keep going. You know, I don't dwell too much on that. I get proud of things. I'm like, fuck yeah, I did that good. Fuck yeah. But I don't like sit back and think on it, I guess. I don't know.
Have you ever gotten into a fight?
The closest time I've ever been to being in a fight was someone once sucker punched me and ran away. Before I even knew that they'd hit me, my lip was split, I was bleeding, I was going, what is going on? And then I just see them 20 to 30 meters away running it. They were much smaller than me at the time, and I'm fairly confident I would have beat the shit out of them, but that explains why they hit me and ran away. Wasn't a fan of that particular individual, and I think they weren't particularly a fan of me.
If you could share a meal with anyone, who would they be?
This question is really good, but if I answered it correctly, it'd probably get me cancelled. And it shouldn't do, it really shouldn't do, it's just a lack of understanding. You know, you say something slightly outrageous, and the nuance of it's gone. So how I'll answer it instead is I'll say, I would spend dinner with an individual that was on the losing side of history, that has a lot to tell that the history books would never cover. It would be very interesting to pick someone's brain who's on the complete opposite side of you. I find talking to people who are yes men or agree with me is very sterile and boring. People that disagree with me or have very controversial or differing views are very interesting to listen to, because you can sort of try and unpack where those differences lie. So if I could have dinner with anyone, it would be with someone of notoriety, I would say. Not because I support them.
What 3 things do you think of the most each day?
3 things. Time's going too quick. I'm hungry, and I want more coffee.
What is your favorite board game?
At the moment, my favorite board game is probably Betrayal at the House on the Hill Legacy. Playing that with the girlfriend's family. Very fun, very cool. I wouldn't look too deep into it if I were you. Maybe look into Betrayal at the House on the Hill, and then picture that as a one-off campaign that you can only play through once, and as you go, you destroy cards, alter cards, ride on them. It's pretty fucking crazy. Very good game.
What are you most proud of in the last year?
Honestly, the year's been pretty kind of fucked in terms of mental health. Anyone that's been a regular on the stream knows that Ray, my dog, has gone through a lot of health issues, still is. It's not been a good year. I don't have anything I'm particularly proud of myself. I think I'll be heading in better directions. I'm getting myself going in the right places. I have a business that I want to start up early next year. I don't know if that's going to go ahead, but we'll do my best. All these things. I guess I'm proud of that I'm working out what I want to do.
What's on your bucket list?
Too much is on my bucket list. I don't know. Here's a quick take.
If you could own a mythical creature, what would you pick?
This is another one of those questions where it really depends on if the rest of the world was on board with me having it. If the world just accepted that I had it and I could just kind of be chill with it, I'd honestly probably pick a griffin. That's where my head goes straight away. If the world did not accept it, I'd probably pick something really subtle, like a spirit or a sprite that others can't see that can help me day to day. Like, it can read a situation, it can tell me things, it can, kind of have a paranormal intervention on the stuff that's around me and no one will necessarily know. That would be my pick.
Do you like waffles or pancakes?
I am not huge on waffles or pancakes. I am a crepe man. I am crepes through and through. Give me that thin spread goodness rolled up with some cream, some strawberry jam, something like that. Maybe a tiny bit of icing sugar. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Would you rather live by Hakuna Matata or YOLO?
I think this question is kind of like a Hakuna Matata is sort of like, just be complacent, just be chill, just enjoy the life as it ebb and flows. YOLO would be far more go get shit done. There's probably 2 schools of thoughts with that, and one would be just do brash shit because you only live once, and the other one would be a go-getter, in which I would far prefer to be the go-getter and strive and pave my way.
Would you rather be without elbows or without knees?
The fuck? I mean, look, I'm not drinking this coffee without an elbow. I think I would far prefer to have functioning arms over functioning legs. You can get a wheelchair, something like that. I'd like to be able to drink beverages without, straight arming it up and through. So I'm keeping my elbows, thank you.
Would you rather know how you will die or when you will die?
What is with all these philosophical life-changing questions? I have a really simple approach to this one. If you know how you will die, you're going to spend your whole life avoiding that. You're going to be living in fear. If you know when you will die, you're going to be living your life to the fullest up until that point. So that is my answer. I would know how... No, I'm joking. I'll know when I'll die. Because that way I can, live to that clock. It is what it is.
If you could take one person to space for 10 days, who would you take? Pick me, please.
Take one person to space for 10 days. Okay, look. My mind went to the dirty place on this one. I'm taking my girlfriend to space for reasons.
I am not reading that. That's a bad word.
I don't hate eggs. I can't do really runny eggs anymore. Or the idea of drinking anything egg-based really scares me. I did have eggnog over Christmas, so I guess I can say I did drink eggs very recently, but anytime I get bacon and eggs, I can't do bacon and eggs without a beautiful, soft, poached egg. I have to do it.
If there was one thing you can delete in the world, what would it be and why?
Alright, I'm gonna be real. This is like the 5th time I've tried to record this answer. I don't know how to say it right, so please don't hate me. The thing that I would delete is all spirituality and religion in the world. Not because I dislike any religion or I have a particular view, or, I don't think that, that should be the case. It's purely because I think there's a lot of hate and disagreement and resentment for other people that has been created by difference in cultural upbringing and stuff like that. Like, you have whole different realms of the regions of the world that just are in turmoil or in turf wars, or, we have rulings and things that are being imposed on one another, where there's just so many disagreements. We have hate for minorities that have all stemmed from these things. And I think it's been great historically to get us to where we are today. But I think we're past that. I think, everyone should just be cool with one another. Everyone should just love one another. And I think if we can just put all of that behind us and move forward so we're all on the same page, I think that would be a more ideal outcome than people being able to hold on to anyone's particular spiritual or religious belief. I'm just thinking bigger picture. I'm sorry if I worded that badly. Don't hate me.
I'm going to get lunch. Oh? You wanted me to read this for you? Ha!
I have this one joke or reference in my head, and it's been living rent-free for at least 5 years. At least. I don't know when it started. I'm convinced I heard this once in like a Markiplier Let's Play or something. I don't know where it came from. No one else knows where it's from. I still find it is the most funny fucking thing to myself, and no one else gets it. So I'm gonna say it right now, and it's probably gonna sound really fucking dumb, but if someone knows where this is from, please tell me. No one knows. But it is, here we go. It is in my mind. In my mind. That's it. That's it. That comes into my head all the time. I want to say it to people. No one gets the reference because I don't even know if it's a reference. I don't even know where it's from. Ah!
I am still eating. Fuck off. Read it yourself.
I have no qualm with the whole Skyrim being re-released and re-released and re-released. It is a hugely successful game. It got modded beyond belief. And if people still keep buying it, they're going to keep re-releasing it. It's a consumer market. The more you guys buy it, the more they redo it. I would love for them to start focusing on, another Elder Scrolls, but let's be honest, they probably are working on it. It's not going to be the team from Elder Scrolls, 18 working on Skyrim. It's going to be 2 different crews, if not, at least split a little bit. So I can't hate on it. If you guys want Skyrim ported on your Nintendo Switch Plus Ultra, that's up to you. We are 50 questions in. That was question 50. Ah!
What usually keeps you up most nights?
I don't get nightmares or stuff like that very often, but what does keep me up a fuckload is Ray, the doggo, likes to push my quilt aside, and then she, during the day, sleeps on my bed, straight on like the fitted bed sheet, and she gets all her little hairs in there. Those hairs, they fucking make me so restless, and that is what keeps me up. So I need to be regularly cleaning my bed, or make it so she can't get in there. Otherwise, I'm gonna have bad night sleeps all the time.
Is the thought of you having a group of people supporting you crazy?
Fuck yes it is. It's crazy. I still don't really believe it. I still don't really understand it. But it's kind of given me like this weird like balancing act. So like in this hand, you have the whole like the thing that I can't really fathom, that you guys are supporting me and are loyal to me, and you'll support me any way you can. And then on this side, I feel like I need to return like something to give back to you, something to make that worthy. And it's kind of like I need it to be like a tangible transaction of like worth. If this doesn't balance, it creates like this huge weight on my shoulder and like the back of my mind that I'm not doing enough to be worth the time and the commitment you guys give me. I'm going to start doing more YouTube content because I feel like I can be more me and create more creative stuff and do more fun things in this atmosphere rather than Twitch streams. And I'll probably start doing some streams on YouTube as well, just to keep it all in the one place. That will be my way of trying to level out those scales, I guess. Because otherwise, it does become like this kind of crazy burden that I've got so much support. But at the same time, I feel like I'm not giving you enough back. So I'm going to work on this. I'm going to try and give you more in the ways that I can, which probably means less Twitch. I'm sorry.
What are your favorite games?
My favorite solo game is probably always going to be Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I have it on my Nintendo 64, and anytime I get really sick where I'm just like out of action for a week, I pull out my Nintendo 64, I pop it in the TV, and I'll play that or Banjo-Kazooie or something like that, and that is like a real happy place for me. If I went into like multiplayer games, stuff like that, I adore games like Squad. That's probably up there as one of my favorite multiplayer games. To follow it behind, I've just got Ready or Not. There might be some videos of that coming out soon when I can get around to it. Really looking forward to sticking my teeth into that a little bit more. When you go to like party games, stuff like that, if I'm at a party, I'd far prefer to like go and play a board game or a card game or something that's interactive with people around a table. Rather than everyone stand there and stare at a screen or down at their phones. So as much as I love games like Jackbox Party Pack, or even like the Mario Party games, they're so goddamn good, but I'd prefer everyone to be around a table, interacting with one another, rather than standing in front of a screen and, you know, like, no one's really getting that interaction, unless it's just like, fuck you, you know, like, that's as much as you're gonna get. When it's around a table, there's eye contact. It's so much more intimate. So I prefer that kind of thing.
What has been the best game you have played on stream?
While there's been some really big story-based games that I've definitely like enjoyed and kind of want to go back and play again at some point, like Resident Evil Village, Alien Isolation, there's also been some small, like really quick, like even horror games, dare I say it, that I've really enjoyed, like Summer of 58. That was a cool game. But I think the game that I'd have to say has probably been like the best or like my favorite, I guess. I'd probably go with something like It Takes Two. The reason is it gives me an opportunity to play a fun game that I can share with you all, and we can all have a laugh, but I also get to experience it with, my partner. And I met my partner through playing games. It's a connection we have and we both love. So being able to sort of share an experience with you guys, but then also be able to do what I love with the person I love, it's a no-brainer. I've got to pick a game like It Takes Two.
What do you usually think about at 3 a.m.?
I'm gonna be real with you. If I'm awake at 3 a.m., it's gonna be for like a few reasons. One is I'm probably still awake because of those damn dog hairs I told you about. I'm probably still watching anime, or I'm having like late night conversations with more suggestions.
What has made you feel the most happy from stream?
I don't have a single most happy time from stream. There's definitely been like, it's just been like a wave, like a roller coaster. There's definitely been times where it's just like, holy shit, like, you know, I've got people here that enjoy what I'm creating and want to be part of a community, and it's this whole like epic, awesome thing. Those have all been like good moments. If I had to like pick like a single time though, I'd probably have to go with the big one that a lot of you guys might know, but it would have been when Bobsticles, bless that man, donated $5,000 to the stream. That ended up resulting in me dyeing my hair pink and shaving it off, as you guys saw earlier in the video, but it also put half of that, so $2,500, to Extra Life as a charity fundraiser. Another chunk of that went to repaying people who have just, you know, been so valuable to stream, have been so generous. And then another chunk of that, I can't remember if it was $1,000 or $1,500, I had organized as a surprise to fix or / buy new components for someone's computer. They're a small streamer who I was affiliated with at the time, who's trying to support trying to, really help them grow. And unfortunately, instead of doing what they said they were going to do with that money, and what its intention was, they just took it and spent it elsewhere. So, a little disappointed about that. And if you're watching, shame on you. Not cool. But we've done other cool things too. We've raised money to buy a laptop for Afro Bear. That was pretty fucking sick. I'd love to do more of those things in future, but I don't want it to be at a cost of the community. I don't want, certain generous individuals in the community to be out of hundreds of dollars because they want to do something cool with us. I would much rather us work together to make it, something small that we can all pitch into to do cool and great things, or we just wait until the Lord and Savior YouTube can eventually bestow the dollars and we do cool things together. That'd be pretty fucking sick. YouTube, if you're listening, give me the thing so I can buy more computers and laptops and stuff for people. But yeah, I've learned lessons from the big fuck up with the 5K, and I will be doing things different in future so that kind of stuff doesn't happen with the community's money ever again. You live and you learn, unfortunately. I mean, well, fortunately, you fucking know what I'm saying.
Do you miss your pink hair?
I do! I actually do miss my pink hair. If it was done better, like when it was done, Taco did that for me. We did like the most ghetto hairdressing, hair dye job. I literally sat on a palm tree stump, bent over backwards like I was fucking Ariel the Little Mermaid, as she hosed out my hair with a garden hose. It was ghetto AF. If it was done like more professionally, then I might have been more comfortable keeping it. I am toying with the idea of doing color again soon. I just don't know what I want to do. I don't know what to commit to. I'm not going to go full head of color. It's probably going to be more like what you actually see with the light hitting my hair. Yeah, no, I do miss color in my hair. It was kind of cool. I actually kind of miss painting my nails too, funnily enough.
This is some shill question bullshit.
Shill question. The shill question. What? Shill question? They're in the description.
If you could turn something that happened to you into a video game, what would it be?
I don't have anything that would be like a single event that's, a video game per se. I can think of a lot of like parties and drunken nights and like things I used to go out and do that could definitely turn into like an indie horror game with a little bit of like, tweaking here and there and just adding some shit in. Like that'd be good horror game settings. But I don't have like any single memory or something that would be like, yep, that's a video game. Yeah, there we go, son, that's a video game. I don't have any of those, unfortunately. But yeah, definitely some horror game potential in my drunken festivities.
Do you consider yourself a funny person?
No, well, I try to be the funny.
Is the beard fake? Is banana yellow?
Oh dang, I need to pull out the big brains for this one. Alright, I've gone up at least 10 IQ, so now I can tell you that bananas are not always yellow. They actually start out green. They can also go brown. So, no, bananas are not yellow.
Are pangolins fat?
Alright, keeping on the 10 IQ glasses, I can tell you that a pangolin is only fat when they're fat.
If you could bring any video game character to life, who would it be?
I mean, look, I could like easily pick a Pokemon and have like a cool little like companion, sure, but I don't know. I think I'd be better off picking someone like that's smart and human so they won't get like stolen as a test subject. So, I mean, maybe I'd pick like Dr. Catherine Halsey from the Halo universe, because I kind of want Cortana. I don't want like this Windows shit.
Afro Bear asking random shit Froob can't answer. If you suddenly woke up and realized you're only half human, what would you want the other half to be?
Alright, are we doing like the how does a dog wear pants thing, where it's like, is it like this way or is it that way thing? If it has to be an animal, fuck knows. I don't know, maybe I'd pick like a bird or something so I have wings. Unless I just get bird feet, that'd fucking suck.
Have you ever punched a toaster? Do you wish the earth was in the shape of a cat or a bird?
Okay, the question's already dumb because we know that the world is riding on the back of a turtle. Like, you'd have to be silly not to know that. Like, it's not flat, it's not round, it is dome-shaped on the back of a turtle. It is right now 11:50 p.m. the 31st of December. Right here, right now, the moment I'm recording this, 11:50 p.m., the last day of 2021. I didn't make it. I tried so hard. I was trying to get this out before New Year's Eve, before 2022. But you're going to see it on the first day. I'm not going to sleep until I finish this thing. I'm sorry it's late. Fuck!
What's the strangest thing you own?
I'm so mad. These are the last five questions. 3 minutes left of 2021. Okay, I'm gonna speed round these. Okay, what is the strangest thing I own? A fucking ball gag. I own a ball gag. Am I the person that hurts you the most? No, you're actually not the person that hurts me the most. You're pretty alright, Kasedie. You've definitely changed over the years too. Is Afro the thirstiest person in chat? Afro do be pretty fucking thirsty, but I think he's way thirstier in other people's chats rather than mine. Whenever we raid someone, God help whoever we go send him onto. He is a menace on Twitch society.
Is Afro a simp for Froob?
I don't think Afro's a simp for me. I mean, he goes and hangs out everywhere. He's definitely a loyal part of our community. Definitely at the core of it all, but he gets his way around. Who is shorter, Ray or Afro? Ray is a pretty big dog. I don't know, maybe like when Afro's got his hair all poofed down in the Afro-y goodness, he's got a bit of height advantage. I don't know, we'll have to get them side by side one day.
What is the spookiest thing for you besides water and games?
The scariest thing in a video game for me, aside from water, is just randomness. So a horror game where there's no sense about when something pops up is way scarier to me than a horror game where you know what you're up against. Oh my god, 2 minutes! I'm gonna go call my girlfriend, wish her a happy new year, and thank you for watching this video. I'll give you a proper outro in a sec. Well, fuck me! 2021's over. 2022 now. I mean, I guess it's 2022 for you guys already, but for me, this literally just happened. So I just want to say Happy New Year's to you all. I'm sorry this didn't come out in time. I intended to have this done before Christmas, but my god, has it been a crazy end of year. Everything from the girlfriend falling down a bloody staircase to me on Christmas Day finding out I might have COVID and then spending the day in the bloody COVID testing line. It's been wacky and weird. COVID negative, by the way. Me all good. But here it is, 2022. Here's to a better year. I'm gonna go crack a cold one very shortly and give myself a. You know what? Fuck it. I have some whiskey. Let's give us a little toast. Here's to 2022 being a much better year. If you're underage, don't fucking drink. But cheers to you guys. Thank you to everyone. Oh my god. Thank you to everyone. Don't try an outro while having a swig of whiskey. Thank you to everyone that has managed to make it this far in the video. Even if you skip to the end, just that watch time makes a really big difference, especially if you've liked the video, especially if you've commented. If you have any funny moments and stuff, timestamp in the comments what your favorite questions were, and then we can have a bit of a laugh about it. Or jump in the Discord, we'll talk about it there, no doubt. Maybe do a watch party, something like that at some point. But it is like nearly 45 goddamn minutes long, so that's up to you. But if you manage to get through all 45 minutes, you can imagine the hours spent making this thing. I'm glad it's over. 2022, goddamn.